My son disrespected me in front of my lady, okay? And it kind of makes my chin look weaker than it already is. Look at this. Where'd it go? It was never here. Oh, the whole situation's making it seem like my eyes are more narrow than they really are, okay? I'm just real self-conscious today. Shut up. Me and my son were playing on the floor, and he likes to do this thing where he touches my face and then names the body parts on my face. Yeah, sometimes I feel like when he goes from one eye to the other, it's way too quick, and that just means they're real narrow. It's a I don't know why they're so narrow. They don't gotta be. My face is like the word skis. The eyes are just too close together. Like, you could put some more vowels in between there or just drop one. I'll take one eye instead of one real close to the other. Has nothing to do with the eyes here. So he touches my eyes and he says, eyes. And I'm like, 1 for 1. That's my boy. And he touches my nose. 2 for 2. You're acting more and more like me every day. And then he says, mouth. And I'm like, that's real good. But then he didn't move away from the mouth. He went deeper into that. And he wanted to see teeth. I feel like mouth encompasses everything that you're trying to get into here. But sure, teeth, here you go. Not self-conscious about these. And then he touches my teeth. You'd think he'd move on from there. Nope, he moved in from there. He went straight for the tongue, okay? Which I'm fine with. Anything past this gets a little weird. So he says tongue. I stick my tongue out, and he goes to touch it with all 5 fingers pointing forward. And I knew he had ill intentions because when he was pointing, he's got 3 pointing back at him and a thumb pointing east somewhere, and 1 pointing at me. And then he decided that all 5 of the Pointer Sisters needed to be reacquainted with the back of my throat. Who's calling me? I say reacquainted because he's done it before, okay? I don't want to act like this is the first time he's ever stuck his hand in my mouth. He's done it before, but there was dog poop on it. It's a different story. My son went completely pull up in the jag, Mayweather with the jab, like dun 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 dun. He's playing finger boxing with my uvula, okay? The little dangly thing in the back of my throat. That's a lot of Nicki Minaj songs. It's Cardi B. 2 different people. So naturally I gagged, okay? What was I supposed to do? It's a reaction I do. Before today, I didn't truly know the limits of my gag reflex. I now know. I'm about a toddler's hand length away from giving my wife the ick. It all happened so fast. He stuck his whole hand into my mouth like this, and then I gagged and made a weird face like this, okay? And it was weird. Everyone saw it. The whole family saw it. They all heard it. Now everyone looks at me with a weaker chin and closer eyes. It has nothing to do with the eyes. The problem is everyone went silent, okay? There was not one, oh my goodness, babe, are you okay? Dad, how are you? Do you want me to wash your underwear today? Our assistant was there. I do need underwear washed, especially after today, okay? And we're gonna need these carpets cleaned because daddy just dry gagged all over the place. Okay, I sounded like a gecko choking on a baby's hand. I don't know what to do with him. I could give him away. You want him? He's good with his hands. Okay, my daughter was on my back too. She was playing with us too. So yeah, I mean, I could have retreated, but I was being weighed down by my daughter and I didn't want to donkey kick her off, okay? I'm a good dad. Do you want my kids? My wife hasn't texted me yet today to tell me she loves me. She normally does that. I think I gave her the ick, okay? I don't know if you heard, it was like that. My eyes watered up a bit. My eyes just want to be a part of everything, okay? And a part they are. Not very. The problem is I didn't call it out and I went right back to normal, okay? He stuck his hand in my mouth and went, yeah, that's good, son. That's my breakfast. And then just kept on going. He did it a couple more times. You'd think I'd see it coming. I didn't. It's a tiny hand. It's fast too. Now I'm worried my wife's gonna leave me. I don't feel good about it either. I got the ick of myself. I almost don't want to think today because that would be considered talking to myself. And I don't want to do that because it's gross. You gross me out. Why would you do that? Now I'm talking to myself and your eyes are narrow. That hurts. If it's worth it, then let me work it. He stuck his tiny hand in my mouth and then he punched me in the back of the throat. I'm worried to go home because he laughed at it, which means he now thinks it's a game. I sleep with my mouth open and sometimes I breathe with it open. Or as I like to call it, ick number 2 and 3. I guess there could have been a worse time that he did it. Church, I guess. I don't want to give God the ick. You can't ick about these eyes. You made them. Do I think it's fair? No, I don't think it's fair to have an ick about something that I can't control. Well, I can control the baby hand going in my mouth, but that one, I can control that. If I can just come up with a more manlier, can still protect you, love me, please God, sound when I gag, a problem solved. Oh, I got a 401k. That might work. Does money still attract women? I'm just trying to attract the one that I have. I drive a Corvette. I don't. Every time I gag, I lie. It's not about the eyes. Oh, my wife texted me. All right, no, we're good. We're going home, okay? Oh, I love you too.